SportsRoutes High School Showcase is brought to you by Sleeves. Show off your style on the field, in the gym, or anywhere in Sleeves accessories and wear. Use our code SportsRoutes1 for 25% off your first order. Look good, play good, and be seen up. I'm Pablo Rosero. This is SportsRoutes High School Showcase. My guest today is class of 21 quarterback for Catholic High School Crusaders, Colt Minson. Colt currently has offers from Southern Miss, William and Mary, Virginia Military Institute, and Wake Forest as a preferred walk-on. Colt, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's great to have you on. And first, I want to start with congratulations on the offers. I've seen you've been working hard. You're rated a 2-star. How is it right now going through this process of being a high school quarterback, wanting to play at that next level? How does it feel being recognized for what you've done and having these offers?
It's cool and everything, man. I mean, at the end of the day, these offers really don't mean anything. You're going to one school at the end of the day. So, I mean, you can't let it get to your head. But, I mean, it's definitely cool, to be recognized by a university and a coaching staff that you can play there. So, I'm excited, but I'm also very humbled by them.
Well, you're working hard, and it really has been shown because the way I found you was on Twitter, and it was you throwing in your pads. And when I saw it, I was thinking this is extremely unorthodox. You don't really see guys who aren't in practice throwing with their pads on. So what made you decide to start doing that and kind of putting it out there?
I've always been taught to train at game speed. So by that, putting on my helmet, my shoulder pads, I feel like that really prepares me for a game situation. And, doing that is not a lot of kids do it. I think it really helps me because throwing without pads is not the same with throwing with pads. And, that obviously is going to prepare you like nothing else can. So, I try to do that as much as I can 3 or 4 times a week. I run with my pads on. So it's just getting ready for those game time situations. And, that's really why I do it.
How do the pads feel at this point? I mean, you've been playing football your whole life. And what I want to transition after this is your dad was a college football player.
Yes, sir.
So how has that helped you as well?
Yeah, he's awesome. My dad's awesome. He's taught me so much about the game and just how to carry myself as a leader and as a quarterback. So I'm definitely blessed to have someone like him in my life to help me with that stuff. So that's great.
What are some of the most important things he's taught you, not just about playing the quarterback position, but going into finding the right school for you?
Yeah, so with him, me and him have both agreed that I think I can play anywhere, and it's really just about asserting yourself in the weight room, in the locker room, on the field, in the classroom, just being a presence at all times. Being a leader at all times. Playing it's not just quarterbacking is not just a position. It's a lifestyle really for those that want to be elite at the position. And you got to be the hardest worker. You got to be the first one on the field. You got to be the last one off the field. So he's really taught me all of those things, and I'm very thankful for that.
So when I was doing my research on you, because I like being prepared also because I understand it. I saw articles on you since 8th grade. So kind of what has it been like being followed from that young of an age and then going through, you're heading into your senior season now. You've been a starter for basically your whole time in high school. What's that been like for you?
It's been cool. It's been it was a little eye-opening that 8th grade year when you're starting to get a couple articles, some interviews, and you're not used to it. But, it's definitely cool. So, I mean, it helps you talk to other college coaches and stuff like that. It definitely prepares you for that. So it's cool.
So what's been some of the growth that you've experienced being in that situation, not just as a figure in the media, but as the player you are in the locker room and around your teammates?
Just like the whole maturity part of it. I've definitely grown up since, being an 8th grader. So, I mean, you got to take those interviews. It's not about you. It's about your team. So you got to really involve your team and talk about stuff like that. So it's just humbling.
So tell me about the team, Catholic Crusaders. what should we expect from them next year? And additionally, what should we expect from you?
Yeah, so I mean, we lost a ton of guys this year. A ton of seniors graduated. I think we had, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 Division I players graduate this year, which is, I mean, that's really unheard of in most high schools. But we got a lot of young guys stepping up, so I'm excited about that. I'm definitely going to have to be incorporated in the run game a lot more, just because I had an entire Division I receiving corps last year. So I mean, and I've been with those guys for 3 or 4 years. So I mean, my rhythm with them and everything, that's all gone. It's a fresh new slate, and I'm actually super excited about it, just because it'll be a challenge, and I think that's ultimately going to prepare me for next year in college and everything, just because I'm going to have to step up as a runner. And the past 4 years, I haven't been a dominant runner, like a runner in a run game. I've always been pass first. So, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to using my legs and everything. So, it should be really good.
So that was something I was going to ask you, was kind of your strengths and your weaknesses. So kind of you have a strong arm. I've seen that in your tape. But how do you want to improve your passing game with the incorporation of a better run game?
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely want to see myself push the ball downfield a little more this year. It was tough this year. We played a super hard schedule. A lot of teams played cover 4 against us, so they made us keep everything short. So, I mean, hopefully I'll see a lot more man coverage and, stuff I can take shots with downfield, because I feel like I kind of lack the deep ball in my tape and across the middle. But, I'm prepared for that. I can make every throw on the field. So hopefully that'll really my run game will hopefully open up some of that deep passing game too as well.
So I wanted to ask you this also. What would you give, like, if you were scouting yourself, and I want to go into film a little bit later, but if you were scouting yourself, what would be your self-scouting report as a player, on the field, being off the field, and in the classroom?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not the tallest guy, I'm not the fastest guy, but when I step on the field, people know who I am. I can make every throw on the field. I'm a proven leader. I'm a proven winner. I've played against the best competition in the nation, pretty much. I played Gonzaga. I played Good Counsel. I'm not saying I've won every game, but at the same time, it's prepared me more than most high school quarterbacks, as you would say. So I mean, I've got that under my belt. I'm not a speedy guy. I'm not Lamar, but I can take off and run when I need to, and get 10 and slide. So I mean, I do a great job with all the timing routes. I push the ball downfield. I'm definitely a pass first guy, but that's definitely the best part of my game.
So when you watch film, what exactly, and watching film as a quarterback is a lot different than watching film from any other offensive position. What do you look at specifically from the defense? And when you're going back and watching your own team's tape, what do you look specifically from you and your teammates?
Most importantly, when I'm watching tape, it's defensive tendencies, right? So honestly, I mean, I've got my scouting report, so I usually watch film for hours at a time. And I'll be looking at, what coverages they run. Do they run cover 4? Do they run two safeties, one safety? Are they a middle of the field closed, middle field open team? What kind of team are they? Like, what do they usually rely on? Then I look at their strengths and weaknesses, who the players are. I usually do some background research on who's this guy? This guy's a 3-star. He can move around pretty well. Okay, that's fine. Who's this guy? This guy's shorter. He's a 5'8" corner. Okay, let's take advantage of him on the deep ball. Stuff like that. So it's really just breaking down those defensive tendencies, I'd say, is the number one thing I look at watching film.
And what about when you're watching it for you guys, when you go back, if you see a pass you missed or mistimed a ball to one of your receivers, what's something that you take away from that and say, how quickly do you reach out to the guy and say, okay, we need to work on this now, we need to do this and that?
Yeah, definitely, right away. So I actually have a film book that I kind of write in, and I'll go through every game film and every practice film we go through. And it'll be let's say play 53. I'll mark that down, play 53, overthrew him on the corner route. And I'll make sure that's like something I work after practice, like with my guys right away. It's something I've done it since my freshman year. I don't think a lot of people really do that, but on every film we've ever had, I always write down my mistakes, and I stay after practice and, try to fix those things, just so it makes me feel better and like, okay, I know what I need to do next time to correct that. If that makes any sense.
No, 100%. And it's a good trait to have.
Yeah.
And since you've been doing it since your freshman year, you're used to it. But you brought
Yeah.
it up
It's just
earlier.
routine now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you have to make it muscle memory, and it's hard to
Definitely.
just stay after and push and push. And I know film's not always the best thing to just watch, especially when you mess up. But
Yeah,
you
no
want to
doubt.
get better. But you brought it up earlier that you faced some of the best competition in the entire country, and you said that you may not have won all the games, but it helps you grow as a player. Heading into your senior season, what are some schools or some players that you're looking at and can't wait to face?
Okay, so actually, I think we play Norfolk Academy, which is an old rival for Bishop Sullivan Catholic High, way back in the day. We stopped playing each other, I know, in like 2016, just because our team, we just wanted to branch out and do some different things. But now I think we got them in the schedule for the first time for 4 or 5 years. So I literally cannot wait, man. I'm so pumped up for that game. It's not even funny. Rivalry game. I think it's at our place Friday night. So that's going to be awesome. I'm so
Friday
excited
Night
for
Lights
that.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the team and for our school as well, as a community. That's a huge rivalry in our area. Kind of went away and now it's coming back. And, I'm so excited that, I'll be leading the team out for that game.
Yeah.
So.
And with a young team, you're at the forefront of what your team does now.
Yep, definitely.
So to wrap this up, I want to kind of pull away from you for a minute and bring up the idea that you're having a new, younger team. Is there any guy on the team that you're looking at expecting to step up and take over the place of one of the seniors that left or just improve from last season to this season?
Definitely. Yeah, I got my eyes on a couple of guys on our team. I got a young receiver, Cole McKenna. He was the freshman last year. Kind of tall, lengthy kid. He's pretty athletic. Played JV last year. I watched him. He dominated at the JV level. So I'm really excited. I've been working with him a lot on the field, going over routes and stuff. I'm super excited to get to work with him really, and hopefully he'll step up and do work. So I'm super excited for that kid. We got a lot of young guys in the offensive line stepping up. So it's going to be great. Joey Cagle's my center. That kid's a stud. He's a super smart kid, 1,400 SAT, all that, getting tons of looks from Ivy League schools and all that. So, he's really going to step up and be a beast for us. He's on the line, be a leader. He's also a captain too. So a lot of guys who I'm looking forward to working with.
Yeah, remember to treat those big guys up front nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you already know. They're the ones that are making sure you stand up straight after the game.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
All right, well, Colt, thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure. Good luck to you and throughout this lockdown, and hopefully we get to see you back on the field soon, getting ready for your senior season, a big season. Thanks, Colt.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I appreciate you reaching out, man.
Of course. Take care.
Yes, sir. You too.
For more content like this, like and subscribe to our channel below.